Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review, like mini review, first impressions and wear test on the MUA Pro Base Longwear Matte Finish Foundation. I have got it in the shade 101, which I think is the lightest shade. I did actually buy this foundation in my last come shopping with me video, which I will link down below. And when I bought that, I think I bought the shade 110 because when I went into that Superdrug store, that was the lightest shade. However, when I went into my local store, they had like a full bay of them, and there are actually 24 shades in this line. So that Superdrug store must have just had like a small amount of them out. So that shade that I originally picked up was like the 5th shade, and there is no way that would have matched me. And I think this is like the 1st shade now, so this one should match me better. So as I have mentioned, there are 24 shades in this line, which is pretty cool for a drugstore brand. And not only is it in the foundation, but also the concealer as well. So it is claiming to be like a matte finish. It's said to be full cover and long wear. However, it doesn't say how long that long wear is, because usually they put like an hourly claim on it, like 16 or 24 hour wear. This one just says long wear. So the MUA are cruelty free and vegan, which is pretty cool. And the concealer does claim to be full coverage, buildable, crease proof and long wearing, so a lot of good stuff coming our way. So I decided when I was doing this video not just to do it on the foundation. I wanted to do it like on some other products in the range, because I do actually like MUA. A lot of people like MUA because it's very affordable. So I thought, you know, I'd pick up some other products. So I've got the Pro Base foundation, and that is £5, and £5 is like the normal price for it. However, if you buy them from Superdrug, not MUA's website, so if you buy them from Superdrug, they're always on like 3 for 2. As I am filming this currently, they're like 1/3 off. So like there's always some kind of discount that you can get these. So, you know, if it's full price and you don't want to pay out for that, just hang on for a little bit of time, because they're usually always on offer. The foundation is in the shade 101, and that was £5. I've got the matching concealer, and that was £2.50. I have also got the highlighter that is in Gold Scintillation. Now that is £3. I have got the Pro Base Primer Spray, that is £4. And what else have I got? I've got the primer. This is the mattifying primer. Again, that was £4. And the eyebrow pen, I couldn't get my words out then, and that is £2.50, I think. Okay, so I did actually forget the powder as well, and that is £2.50. I've got like a handful of MUA products right now. It's really cool. So I've totaled up everything that I've got today, and that is 7 products. If you were to pay full price for them, they come to around £23.50 full price. But as I say, they're usually 3 for 2, or like some kind of, you know, money off. So even if you were to pay £23 for all these products, I think that's still an absolute steal. Okay, so now I'm going to cut to the footage of me applying these products, and you can see what you think of them and when they go on. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is prime the face with this Pro Base Mattifying Flawless Primer, and I'll be using like this Real Techniques base brush. This is really good. I got this from TK Maxx. That went on really well. It was very liquidy, like it's not silicone-y like say the Smashbox primer, and it has like a smell to it, and it's not a horrible smell. For me it smells something along the lines of cocoa butter, which I really like. So yeah, that's the first product we've used. Okay, so that base is dried, and we're going to put the Pro Base Longwear Matte Foundation on now with this Morphe Y7 brush. I'm not going to do half of my face with the Beauty Blender. I just think like I'll get the best application out of this with a brush. It's got like this really cool spatula on the end of it, and it looks like really thick. I don't know if you can see it in there, but it looks really thick in the bottle. Okay, so that's the foundation applied. Definitely applied way too much of this because, you know, a little bit goes a long way. I think the colour is a little bit too light for me, so I could either go up a shade, so that's pretty cool because I'm usually the lightest shade in the bunch. It was very thick to blend out with my brush, so actually maybe a beauty blender might have worked with this. It did, yeah, so it did seem quite streaky through a lot of the blending process, and then yeah, so it took a little bit longer to get it all even on my skin. So when I'm looking at it now, I do think it's almost full coverage. However, I have got a little bit of redness on my nose, but that always happens. I mean, it's covered up most of my spots, so I don't think it's quite full coverage, but I think it's like medium full. Okay, so we're going to do concealer now, and I think that's going to cover up my redness, and I am using this Avon brush, and it's like a full face buffing brush, but it's really good for concealer. Okay, so I feel like the concealer is quite like the foundation, as in it took a lot to blend out. It's okay. It kind of, I don't like the applicator because it's one of those that when you pull it out, it kind of limits the amount of product that you can come out, so only a small amount actually goes on the the wand, and you have to go in quite a few times. So it's one of them ways, if it became like my holy grail, I would remove the stopper. So next we are on to the powder, and this is very yellow toned, this powder, so I am going to put it all over, and I'm going to put it under my eyes as well. Put my brows on, and I did those off camera because, you know, I can't do my brows on camera. So I've used this Brow Define eyebrow pencil with blending brush, and that's another MUA product. It's actually really cool because you get like this kind of little toothbrush kind of thing to like blend out your brushes rather than a spoolie, and then this is kind of like one of those little pointed ones. I really like this. I've actually been using this for a while and not just for like this video, and this is like £2. It's really good. They do other brow products as well, like really thin brows, like really thin brow pencils, and those are really good as well. Okay, so I'm actually running out of MUA products now, so I've just done some of my face off camera, and I've used the Obsession Gimme Sun like bronzer palette just for like some bronze and contour. I've used the Obsession Isn't It Peachy palette, and I've used this shade here. These are really good. I definitely recommend these if you need something to pick up from Obsession, which are quite cheap. I think these are about £5 each, and you get like 4 colours. And then for mascara, I'm trying out the False Lash Queen from Primark, and just looks like this. So this is the one that's supposed to be like a dupe for Better Than Sex, and it's £3. I mean, it's okay, but my lashes aren't like, oh my god. Like for now, I think my Essence Lash Princess is still like the best mascara I've ever used. It's not topping that. Okay, so next product is the Shimmer Highlight Powder, and this is the shade Golden Scintillation, I think. So it just looks like this. I'm just going to put it on with an AOA Studio brush. These are really good brushes. They're only like $1, so I'm just like tapping it on because it's a really like hard formula, this, and we're just going to put it on. Okay, so when I've looked in the mirror, not a lot of powder's actually come off, so I think it's one of them where you're going to have to like build it up a little bit. Okay, so that's like 3 layers. I think that's okay. See, I think it's because it's such a hard formula, not a lot comes off on your brush, which, you know, if you really go in with your highlight and you're a bit of a, you know, what do they call them, eyeshadow bullies, when you really dig into products, you would probably like this because, you know, not a lot comes off, so you can build it up gradually. Okay, that looks pretty. Obviously not like the most blinging highlight I've ever had, but you know, still really nice. Okay, so the last thing I have of the MUA stuff to try is the Pro Base Primer Spray. This says all day long wear. I wanted the mattifying one, but they were sold out in the store that I went into, so I just picked up this one because it was actually a last minute addition to this video. I only actually got this yesterday, whereas I've been planning the rest for a while. So I thought, you know what, I'll pick up a setting spray as well. So let's try this out. Okay, so that feels really nice. It actually feels and smells really refreshing. Obviously we'll have to see how it wears throughout the day, but yeah, first impressions, it smells and feels really nice. Okay, so by the time I've finished everything, it's now 11:45, so obviously I'm going to give this a good at least 7 hours wear and test how long everything lasts on the face, and I will see you later. Hey guys, so welcome back, and I kind of just wanted to do like a quick check-in. So the time is just after 3 o'clock, so I've just been wearing this for around 3 hours now, and it still looks really good. I have no like shine, I have no oiliness around my nose. It still looks really good. I feel like it has oxidized a tiny bit because I don't feel like it was as light as when I first originally applied it, because it was too light then, whereas I feel like it's a better match for me now. But yeah, I think it's holding up really well, and I have actually been out today in the sunshine. I've just nipped to the shops because I needed to get a few bits, and so, you know, it's not like I've just been sat inside. I've been out where it's actually a lovely day here, and you know, it's not done anything, it's not made it like my face go greasy or oily or anything. I still look really good, so I'm happy so far with how this foundation is looking. And if you're interested in my crazy blue eyes, I have done a like mini video, like tutorial and slight first impressions on the Revolution Deep Dive palette, so we'll link that in the description box. So I'm going to come back in around 3 or 4 hours now, and we'll see if anything has changed. Hey guys, so the time is now around 8:15, so I've been wearing this foundation for 8 hours and a half, and it's time to catch up and see how my face is looking. So there is a tiny bit of shine. It is nothing major. There is no oiliness around my nose at all, just a little bit of shine. It has tiny weeny bit broken down on my chin, but absolutely minor, nothing bad at all, and it is clinging to a little bit of dry patches at the top of my head here. So I probably would say that this foundation is better for either combo or oily skin. I would say that if you want to get this foundation and you have dry skin, I would definitely moisturize well before you put this on, because otherwise it might just cling to them dry spots. But actually really impressed with this foundation, considering it's only £5, or like I said before, you can get it on offer. It's actually done really well. Everything stayed in place, all my highlight and everything. Probably the setting spray will have helped with that, but yeah, I can't believe how well it stayed in place. So that is the MUA foundation. If there's any foundations you'd like me to review, let me know. I will leave some videos for you to watch in the description box, and I will see you again shortly. Bye!